All right, 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 all right. This thing was so intense, they couldn't even take a commercial break. So a lot was going on during the commercial. That's going to be for the scenes after the season show is over. So what was going on in the break? Can somebody come? Can somebody come up and tell us what was the issue during the break? Spruce, you got something to say?
Yeah, y'all listen to my man Spruce.
Introduce yourself.
No, just needed, son. Spruce.
That's it. That's it.
All love in the building. All love
Best
in the
barber
building.
in VA, New York, South Carolina, North
So they
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Thanks for giving me the right.
So they say.
Oh, he's in the stance. You gotta zoom out so I can get his stance.
First and foremost, when Rich wanted to do this event, I thought it was a good idea because it's a proactive idea. Now, anybody can get together. You know, I'm a barbershop brother. I come from the shop. So I deal with the brother's perspective on all relationships.
So you reason all the time,
All the time.
day,
All the time.
all day.
All the time. We reason. So I'm hip to the brothers. I'm in tune with the brothers' perspective on things. But at the same time, you know, I build with the sisters as well.
Absolutely.
Just to keep it balanced, because that's really what's required. You gotta keep it balanced. But off my point. But
It's all good.
I can speak on it. But I was dealing with Coach's question. Coach's question was,
You already know.
how do we come into relationships? What is our mindset when we enter into relationships? So we were just talking about like television shows and how effective television shows are, like Leave It to Beaver. You know what I mean? The Brady Bunch. The Cosby Show. Remember when the Cosby Show came out? Everybody thought it was unrealistic.
Because we can't be
But
a
they
family,
had
right?
audition with Good Times. They killed James.
Family got better when James died.
They knocked James off so they could be more real. They telling us what's real. But we coming into a family dynamic based on that type of conditioning. Now, of course, I'm not trying to bypass the family, the household that you were raised in, because that's your first and primary influence. But a lot of television, a lot of media is spun at us and beamed at us to condition our mind, even music, to condition our mind, you know what I mean, on how we should see our women, or how the women should see our men. So I really wanted to consider that piece, because how you enter in, what's your mindset going in, is a piece that one have to ask oneself. How do I see a black man? How do I see a good black man? How do I see a successful black man?
Good as in G-O.
You know,
God.
It's
all good.
And where does that thought form come from?
Meaning not good.
Where does evil is good, right?
Evil is good.
No.
I'm thinking Undercover Brother.
That thought form. Where does that idea come from? You know what I mean? Because sisters will say, and I'm not going against the sisters, but this is what I hear in the barbershop or what have you. Say, well, there's no good men out here. And I'm like, that's interesting, because I know a lot of good brothers. A lot.
A lot of brothers said word.
A lot. It is. You know, but I told the sister, I said, sister, maybe you need to adjust your eye.
Word.
Because that brother may not have the prestigious job that fits your idea. Or that fits your conditioning.
Or he don't look. He don't look like what he look like on a movie. The way they try to present on the movie. Because he don't look like Malik Ashley Lip Yoba or Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying?
We don't care about that.
We don't
care about that.
I got one.
We just want somebody who's true.
Looks don't matter no more.
Looks don't matter.
Can you Bruce,
Agree.
can you say that on the mic, please? Can you,
Wait. Let her speak. Don't speak. Don't speak.
Okay,
I want her to say.
Go to the mic.
No, because we haven't had a lady come up.
Okay.
We need to hear that. We need to hear what she's got to say.
Okay. I was just saying it's not about if you get to a
Introduce
certain
yourself.
age.
Introduce.
Hey.
Can you say that over here, please?
It's not about if you get into a certain age. You want a man who's true, period. That's it. It's not about materialistic things, especially when you get older. You get into where you want a family. You want somebody who go do right. You know, you want somebody who go be there, who go treat you right, who's going to be honest. You know, we was having a conversation earlier. Men just can't be, I ain't seen all of them, but I never met one who just can't just be honest, period. You know, yes.
No, I love everybody.
My definition
So
of
when I
was
tell her I love her,
like,
I'm
meet
serious.
somebody who just want to be real with
When I side,
you know,
when I
it
tell her
might
I'm
not be a
serious.
relationship,
You can't discount
you know, but his intentions are so completely different. He'll tell you whatever he want to hear, whatever you want to hear, until
That's all it is.
he gets you to the
I
regular
ain't
position that
feeling
you want to be.
Saeed said he ain't feeling us.
I ain't got no business.
Saeed said he ain't feeling us right now.
Well, come on, Saeed.
Saeed, can you step up to the mic with Michael too?
Yo, don't do Mike Fellow, whatever you do.
I need Saeed to step it up. Cause I ain't get Saeed on the camera yet. He got something to say about what you saying right here.
Yeah, he.
Saeed.
I ain't feeling the brother.
But he
you
just.
know?
Oh, you not feeling what's that? Speak. Can he get a word?
Saeed, get a word.
Saeed, come on.
Come on, Saeed.
Come on, Saeed.
Yeah, get on the mic. I want to hear this.
Let me make sure it's on him.
Yo, my name is Saeed, as you hear. I respect everyone's opinion, but I have a little disagreement. Because everybody's using excuses, and I'm tired of excuses.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a young lady earlier, and she was saying, yo, was you in a relationship or why not? And there's no excuse. I know it's me. Regardless if we was brought up on TV, cultures, everything, everyone knows what's right and wrong, period. And a relationship, it depends on those two individuals. What I do with one lady might not work for the other lady.
Right.
So you can't depend on everything. And I'm just tired of us as a culture of black people and minorities. We always got excuses. Well, it's the TV. Well, it's the Europeans. Well, it's that. It's that. Nah, none of that. It's you as an individual. If it's a problem, look in the mirror. Period. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing else but the person, the individual. You know what I'm saying? We always got excuses for everything. There's no excuses for nothing. You know, I'm getting older now. I have children. If I need to treat a lady right, I need to look at how my mother was treated. Either if it was good, then I follow that. If it was bad, I do the opposite. I know right or wrong. All of us are adults in here. You know, everybody would like to say, yo.
Saeed, what's the excuse for cheating then?
No, it's no excuse. It's just immaturity, stupidity. You know, it's a lot of things, but it's that person. You know, it ain't no.
So if you don't like a certain person,
Yeah, you need to be honest, truthful, you know. There's a lot of things, you know. People, for whatever reason, I don't have the answers for everything. Men like to put their hands on women, that makes them a punk. Or, you know, stuff like that. Or we like to cheat, that makes them stupid, especially when you got a good woman at home. We always got excuses. It's time to just stop the excuses and do the right thing.
That's right.
Period. Just look in the mirror and know what you're doing. We all know what's right. Whether you was raised right or wrong or nothing, you as an individual know what to do as a person.
And you know what's
You know what I'm saying? And we just all gotta step up, period. You know, I don't like to hear people always use excuses well, the society's doing. So what? If society's doing that, then you do better. And you be the example for society then. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be the examples, period. You know, that's all. It ain't simple. I mean, it ain't hard. It's simple, real easy. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for giving me time.
You got 6 more
Let's try points. Come on. There's no way I can recap everything he said.
No excuses, baby. No excuses. You set that up. No excuses, shirts coming out.
I did say you never know.
No excuses, shirts. Also,
Link up.
I can buy it for my wife. I like that.
If you link up, you link up. things I like that Saeed brought up is that Saeed disagreed with the men. And that's cool, because every man is not going to agree. Every man is not the same, and that's another reason why I want to do this. Not one man can write a book and speak for every man. So that's why we bring in the fellas together to speak and the ladies together to speak, because no lady can write the book on all ladies, right? No one person can speak for everybody. We're all different, we all think different, and we respectfully disagree with each other right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it's working. We can show that we can disagree and learn from it. And, you know, you might even hook up with somebody from it too.
That's only Saeed's So
Nobody else got that much love.
Saeed's speech motivation, kid.
So,
Really?
Bashur had something to follow up with something that was said either before you or when you said it.
Yeah, I like the fire, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's good to get emotional, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of problems.
Yep, controlled emotion, controlled fire.
I mean, emotion is good, though. You know, you need to be emotional.
I checked in, I
You know,
felt great.
because, you know, it's serious. You know what I'm saying? We're dying more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like you said, it's a lot of excuse. You know what I'm saying? And I can say, well, my parents, you know, they didn't, you know, raise me the way they should. You know what I'm saying? But it is now. You know, what am I doing, you know, to make the situation better? You know what I'm saying? And every man, every brother, you know what I'm saying, have to be that example. I mean, a lot of women, you know, have been scarred. We have to understand as brothers that a lot of women have been scarred. You know what I'm saying? So when you deal with a woman, you have to keep that in mind, that you have to be gentle. You know what I'm saying? You deal with somebody that's broken. So if I can be an example, you know what I'm saying, then I can teach somebody else. I can teach the younger generation that's coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like the Africans saying that it take a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? Some men don't think because I'm not biological, you know what I'm saying, then that child is not mine. If I go into the relationship where the woman, you know what I'm saying, is coming with a child outside. But I mean, every man is a father.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to play a role as men in the community. We're talking about a bigger picture now. We're not talking about being selfish. Sometimes we can be very selfish. You know what I'm saying? But again, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. These are the things, these are the fundamentals that we are missing. You know, our ancestors, you know, they coined that term, you know what I'm saying, for us to have in this time. Because the challenges that we deal with today is more than what I think that they dealt with, you know what I'm saying, then. Because at that time, they didn't have the food that we're eating today that is compromising our mind. We're not even addressing that. The food that we're eating. We're dying more than anybody else of disease, diabetes, all of these things. How can we think clearly to say, okay, I'm going into a relationship? If my mind is already compromised by the toxins and the chemicals and all these things that they're putting in the food, you know what I'm saying, to intercept, you know, that communication. The link is broken. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we have not dealt with. I mean, for me, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about a relationship if I'm sick. And we're sick. You know what I'm saying? We're sick. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can talk about relationships from here and tomorrow, but if I don't feel good in myself as an individual, you know what I'm saying? How am I going to present myself in front of this